Welcome to the ABCs of International Trade for SMBs, Navigating Foreign Markets with Confidence. I'm Deb Dietz with SMB Digital Education. As businesses grow, the idea of expanding beyond domestic borders becomes more appealing and increasingly necessary. But why should small and mid-sized businesses, SMBs, consider going global? The answer is clear. Entering foreign markets opens the door to new revenue streams, diversification opportunities, and long-term growth potential. However, international trade is a complex landscape that requires careful strategy, knowledge, and preparation. Throughout this presentation, I'm going to break down the key components of successful international trade for SMBs, guiding you through every step of the process, from identifying new market opportunities to mastering regulatory frameworks, from managing currency risks to overcoming cultural barriers. You'll gain a comprehensive understanding of the BRICS markets, how to build a robust international strategy, and the role that technology plays in expanding into foreign markets. By the end, you'll be equipped with confidence and knowledge to navigate the global marketplace successfully. Whether you're just starting to consider international trade or you're looking to fine-tune your existing global operations, this presentation will give you actionable insights to drive your business towards international success. Expanding into international markets offers SMBs the potential to significantly increase their customer base and tap into new revenue streams. Global expansion provides access to diverse economies with varying levels of growth, reducing dependency on a single market. Additionally, entering foreign markets can offer a competitive advantage by allowing businesses to diversify their products and services based on regional demand. Going global also provides opportunities for innovation and helps businesses remain resilient in the face of local economic fluctuations. Expanding internationally presents growth opportunities that can increase revenue and market presence. Businesses can diversify risk and reduce dependence on a single economy. As a small or mid-sized business, you may wonder, is this something I really should consider? You're probably asking, what are the real benefits of international trade and why should it be a priority for your business? First, consider the increased customer base. Expanding beyond domestic markets allows you to tap into a much larger pool of potential buyers. With over 95% of the world's consumers living outside the United States, going global opens the door to markets that might be underserved or not as saturated as your local market. By reaching international customers, you can significantly grow your sales volume and revenue streams. This also enables your business to capitalize on trends and demands that might not exist domestically. Secondly, there is a competitive advantage. In an increasingly connected world, entering global markets can give your business a substantial edge over competitors who remain confined to local markets. By understanding international needs and expectations, you can innovate more effectively, offer tailored products or services, and adapt faster to changing global trends. This ability to pivot and serve diverse markets strengthens your position against competitors who may lack that level of agility and insight. Moreover, once your business establishes itself internationally, the brand recognition and trust you build will function as a further differentiator. Finally, there's a benefit of diversification. Relying solely on your domestic market can expose your business to risks like economic downturns, changing regulations, or seasonal demand fluctuations. But when you operate in multiple countries, you spread your risk across various economies and customer bases. If demand drops in one country, it's likely to rise in another, helping you stabilize your revenue and keep your business resilient. This geographic diversification reduces your exposure to local market conditions and strengthens your company's long-term viability. So, by going global, SMBs can access to a broader customer base, strengthen their competitive position, and diversify their risk. Together, these benefits form a compelling case for expanding into foreign markets, giving you the confidence to navigate the complexities of international trade and unlock new growth opportunities. International trade is the exchange of goods and services between countries, and it can take the form of exporting or selling goods abroad or importing, bringing foreign goods into your home market. Exporting allows SMBs to reach untapped markets, while importing can help reduce costs or improve product offerings. Successful trade depends on understanding regulations, managing shipping logistics, and adapting to different legal and cultural norms. A firm grasp of international trade practices and compliance is essential for avoiding legal hurdles and minimizing operational risks. International trade involves the exchange of goods or services between countries. So for SMBs, this means accessing larger markets, but also understanding complex rules and regulations. So let's take a little bit of a deeper look at exporting versus importing and the role of global supply chains. So exporting and importing. Exporting refers to selling your goods and services to foreign markets. And for many small and mid-sized businesses, exporting is the most straightforward entry into global trade. It allows you to expand your customer base without necessarily setting up a physical presence in another country. The advantage of exporting is that it offers new growth opportunities, often with relatively low upfront costs compared to establishing a foreign branch or manufacturing unit. However, businesses must also account for factors like shipping logistics, foreign exchange rates, and compliance with both domestic and international regulations. On the other hand, importing involves bringing goods or services from abroad into your home market. This could mean sourcing raw materials, components, or even finished goods from overseas suppliers. Importing offers several advantages, such as lowering production costs, accessing higher quality materials, or offering new products in your market. But with these advantages come some challenges, such as navigating customs regulations, ensuring supplier reliability, and understanding tariff structures. Whether you're importing to reduce costs or exporting to access new markets, both activities are vital to successful global operations. So let's shift and talk about global supply chains. In today's interconnected world, very few businesses operate solely within the borders of their home country. A global supply chain refers to the network of suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors that span across different countries, enabling the production and delivery of goods and services worldwide. For SMBs, tapping into a global supply chain can offer significant cost advantages and access to better materials and technologies. But managing a global supply chain requires careful planning to avoid risks like delays, geopolitical tensions, or fluctuations in currency exchange rates. Disruptions in one part of the world can have ripple effects across your entire business, so understanding how to maintain supply chain resilience is crucial. So understanding the nuances of exporting and importing, as well as how to navigate and manage a global supply chain, is critical for SMBs looking to enter or expand in international markets. But by mastering these aspects, your business can operate efficiently on a global scale, minimizing risks while maximizing opportunities for growth. The BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and extended BRICS nations represent some of the most dynamic and rapidly growing markets. These countries are experiencing rising consumer demand, increasing purchase power, and expanding infrastructure, making them prime opportunities for international expansion. Strategic partnerships and investments in these regions allow SMBs to position themselves in front of growing economies, offering high potential for future growth. Moreover, favorable trade policies and government support for foreign investments can enhance business opportunities to these markets. Understanding these emerging economies and their trade environments is crucial for success. When we think about global trade, the BRICS nations present a unique and exciting opportunity for small and mid-sized businesses. These are some of the fastest growing economies in the world, and they represent about 40% of the global population and over 20% of the world's GDP. So let's take a look at what this really means for your business. So first of all, the growing economies. Each BRICS country is experiencing significant economic expansion, which means there's a rising middle class with disposable income. For example, in India and China, we see a booming consumer market where the demand for goods and services is rapidly increasing. Businesses that enter these markets early can establish a foothold as these economies continue to grow, creating long-term opportunities for profitability and market dominance. The BRICS countries are not only looking to import products, but are also hungry for innovation and expertise. Whether you're in manufacturing, tech, healthcare, or even agriculture, there's likely a market in these countries for what your business offers. For instance, Brazil is looking for agricultural technologies. China has a massive demand for tech and infrastructure projects, and India is investing heavily in healthcare and education. Understanding these local demands allows your business to tailor its approach and position itself as a solution provider in these key areas. And then there are strategic partnerships. The BRICS nations offer excellent opportunities to form partnerships with local businesses, governments, and trade associations. These partnerships can help you navigate the complexities of foreign markets, from regulatory requirements to distribution challenges. Partnering with a local business or organization can also provide critical insights into consumer behavior, cultural nuances, and supply chain logistics, all of which are essential for long-term success in these markets. So to sum it all up, the BRICS countries offer a promising landscape for SMBs looking to expand internationally. Their growing economies, rising demand for goods and services, and opportunities for strategic partnerships make them ideal regions to explore as part of your global trade strategy. By aligning your business with the growth trajectories of these nations, you can tap into vast new markets and achieve sustainable success on a global scale. But before entering a market, research is key. Identify consumer demands, understand local competition, and evaluate your business's potential. It's also crucial to identify consumer demand trends and determine where your products or service fits within the local market. Forming local partnerships with distributors, agents, or consultants can provide valuable insights into the local business environment, regulatory framework, and customer preferences, ensuring a smoother market entry. When it comes to expanding your small or mid-sized business internationally, Identifying the right market opportunities is a crucial first step. This process involves using a combination of tools and strategies to evaluate which markets are the best fit for your business. A good place to start is with your SWOT analysis. This is a great foundational tool for assessing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in potential foreign markets. By understanding the internal strengths and weaknesses of your business and the external opportunities and threats in specific markets, you can better gauge whether a particular market aligns with your capabilities and strategic goals. So, for example, if you're strong in innovation but face regulatory challenges, you'll want to focus on markets that favor technological advancements and have less stringent regulations. Another great tool is Porter's 5 Forces, which is a more comprehensive tool that examines the competitive environment within a market. This model looks at the intensity of competition, the bargaining power of suppliers and customers, the threat of new entrants, and the availability of substitutes. By using Porter's 5 Forces, you can evaluate the competitive dynamics of the market you're looking to enter. Is the market saturated with competitors, or is there room for a new player? What's the bargaining power of buyers? These insights will help you determine whether the market is ripe for entry or too competitive for sustained growth. Then we have consumer demand trends. Understanding what products or services are in demand is key to success. You can use online tools, government trade data, or industry reports to identify high-demand products in specific markets. This also involves understanding consumer behavior, including preferences, buying patterns, and emerging trends. For example, in some regions, there's a growing demand for sustainable products or technology-driven solutions. Tapping into these trends can give you a competitive advantage. And then finally, one of the most important factors in international success is finding local partners. Having a local partner who understands the market, the culture, and regulations can be invaluable. Local partners can help you navigate everything from import or export regulations to consumer behavior and supply chain logistics. And they also bring credibility to your brand in the eyes of local customers who often prefer doing business with companies they trust. By forming strategic partnerships, you can mitigate risks and increase your chances of success in foreign markets. So in summary, identifying market opportunities involves a thorough analysis using tools like your SWOT and Porter's 5 Forces, a keen understanding of consumer demand trends, and the formation of strategic local partnerships. And these steps will help you determine where your business can thrive and how to navigate the complexities of entering new markets. Understanding the regulatory framework in international trade is crucial to avoid costly delays or legal issues. SMBs need to familiarize themselves with tariffs, duties, and trade barriers that could affect the profitability of their goods. Compliance with local regulations and certification standards is also essential to operate legally in foreign markets. Navigating customs procedures is another key aspect, and having a thorough understanding of customs classifications, documentation, and potential taxes ensures smooth cross-border transactions. Regulations can be daunting, but understanding them is essential. Every country has different rules around tariffs, import, export duties, and customs procedures. One of the most critical aspects of entering international markets is understanding and navigating the regulatory frameworks. So let's break down the key areas, starting with tariffs and duties. Tariffs are taxes imposed by a country on imported goods, while duties refer to the payments required when goods are exported or imported. Understanding these fees is vital as they can impact your product's pricing and profitability. Each country has its own tariff schedules, so it's important to research these thoroughly for the markets you are targeting. Then we have compliance with local regulations, and every country has its own set of rules governing trade, which include product standards, labeling requirements, safety regulations, and environmental laws. So you'll need to ensure your products or services meet these specific standards to avoid costly fines, delays, or legal issues. For instance, a product that is compliant in the U.S. may not meet European Union regulations, and failure to adjust can result in denying entry or hefty penalties. Navigating customs is another key area in international trade. Customs procedures are the gateway between markets, and knowing how to work them efficiently will save you time and money. This involves properly classifying goods, preparing accurate documentation, and understanding the processes involved in getting your goods cleared through customs in each country. Inaccurate or incomplete documentation can lead to delays or even confiscation of goods. So understanding tariffs and duties, complying with local regulations, and mastering customs procedures are the foundations for navigating the international regulatory landscape. And by doing your research and preparing accordingly, you'll be well equipped to avoid common pitfalls and ensure a smooth entry into foreign markets. An effective international strategy involves adapting your products, services, and messaging to meet the needs of local markets. SMBs need to consider factors like product modifications based on consumer preferences, pricing strategies that account for local economic conditions, and culturally appropriate marketing approaches. Building an international strategy also includes understanding distribution channels, local competition, and identifying the right partnerships to support your operations. Flexibility and responsiveness to local conditions are essential for long-term success. To succeed, businesses must build a robust international strategy. This involves determining which products to export, how to price them, and how to position them in the new market. Once you've identified a market opportunity and understood the regulatory framework, the next step is building a strong international strategy. So we'll start here with product adaptation, because in many cases, your product will need to be adjusted to meet the preferences, cultural norms, or even regulations in a new market. For example, consumer products like electronics may require different voltage configurations, while food items may need new packaging or flavors to align with local tastes. Then you have to consider your pricing strategy. Pricing must account for several international factors, including exchange rates, tariffs, shipping costs, and local market conditions. And in some countries, your target audience may have different purchasing power. So your pricing should reflect what the market can afford, while also ensuring that you're covering additional operational costs. It's also important to research how your competitors are pricing similar products to avoid over or under pricing. And then you have to market in a foreign culture. Your marketing campaigns need to resonate with local consumers, which means understanding the nuances of their culture, their values, and behaviors. It's not just about translating your messaging. I'm going to say that again. It's not just about translating your messaging. You'll need to localize it to ensure it aligns with cultural sensibilities. Successful marketing strategies often involve partnering with local influencers, utilizing region-specific social media platforms, and creating content that appeals to the values and aspirations of your target audience. So putting this all together, adapting your product, implementing a thoughtful pricing strategy, and tailoring your marketing efforts to fit the local culture are essential components of building an international strategy. And when done right, these elements will help you connect with your new audience and establish a strong market presence. Currency fluctuations can have a significant impact on profitability when dealing with international markets. So SMBs must develop strategies to manage currency risks, such as monitoring exchange rate trends, using forward contracts, and adopting hedging techniques. Forward contracts allow businesses to lock in exchange rates for future transactions, providing stability in pricing and budgeting. Understanding how currency movements affect operational costs, revenues, and pricing strategies is key to minimizing financial risk in global trade. Dealing with foreign exchange risks is vital when entering international trade. Currency fluctuations can impact profits, so it's important to hedge against those risks. And when entering international markets, managing currency risk is critical. Fluctuating exchange rates can significantly impact your profitability, so having a solid understanding of how to mitigate these risks is key. So let's talk about currency risk management strategies. There are three main types of currency risk: transaction, translation, and economic risk. Transaction risk occurs when your business engages in foreign transactions, while translation risk affects your financial statements when consolidating foreign earnings. Economic risk is broader and affects your long-term competitiveness due to fluctuations in exchange rates. And understanding exchange rates is fundamental. And these rates can fluctuate due to economic indicators, geopolitical events, or changes in trade policies. So staying updated on economic trends in both your domestic and target markets, you can better anticipate how these shifts might affect your business. One of the most effective tools for managing a currency risk is hedging techniques. Hedging allows you to lock in exchange rates for future transactions, helping to minimize the impact of currency fluctuations. And common hedging tools include forward contracts, which allow you to agree on an exchange rate for a future date, and currency options, which gives you the right, but not the obligation, to exchange currency at a predetermined rate. Another approach is to maintain foreign currency accounts. By holding funds in foreign currencies, you can better manage fluctuations without needing to constantly convert back and forth, reducing costs. Lastly, consider diversifying your revenue streams across different currencies. This approach can naturally offset currency risk, as a decline in one currency may be balanced by gains in another. So managing currency risk requires a combination of understanding exchange rate trends, using hedging techniques, and considering broader diversification strategies. And so by applying these tools, your business can better protect its profits and navigate foreign markets with confidence. Efficient logistics and supply chain management are critical components of international trade. Shipping costs can vary widely based on the mode of transport, air, sea, or land, and selecting the most cost-effective option requires careful planning. SMBs must also navigate customs procedures, manage inventory, and establish warehousing solutions in the destination market. Leveraging technology to track shipments and manage inventory levels can streamline the supply chain, reducing delays and ensuring that goods reach customers efficiently and at minimal costs. Managing the logistics of getting goods to international markets can be complex. So SMBs need to build reliable supply chains and establish strong relationships with shipping partners. So an essential aspect of international trade is mastering this logistics and supply chain process. For small to mid-sized businesses, you have to understand shipping costs, exploring your transportation options, and efficiently managing warehousing and inventory. When you look at shipping costs, international shipping can be costly, but knowing the factors that influence these costs, such as distance, weight, and mode of transport, will help you optimize. It's important to consider insurance, customs fees, and fuel surcharges when calculating your shipping expenses. Negotiating with carriers or consolidating shipments can lead to cost savings over time. When it comes to your transportation options, you'll typically choose between air, sea, and land freight, each with trade-offs in terms of cost, speed, and reliability. Air freight is fast but expensive, suitable for high-value goods with short lead times. Sea freight is more cost-effective for larger, bulkier goods, but slower. Land freight via truck or rail is often used for regional or cross-border trade. Choosing the right transportation option depends on your product type, delivery timeline, and your budget. Effective warehousing and inventory management is key to maintaining smooth operations. International supply chains introduce complexities like varying lead times, customs delays, and demand forecasting challenges. You can choose to store your products domestically or use foreign warehousing close to your target market. Foreign warehousing allows for quicker delivery times, but may come with higher costs and complexities like local compliance. For inventory management, it's vital to balance stock levels to avoid overstocking or stockouts. Many companies rely on just-in-time systems to reduce storage costs by receiving goods only as needed, but this requires strong coordination with suppliers. So to summarize, understanding your shipping costs, selecting the right transportation mode, and managing warehousing and inventory efficiently are critical to ensuring a successful international logistics strategy. The better your logistics system, the more reliable and cost-effective your operations will be in global markets. Operating internationally requires a deep understanding of local business laws, including contract enforcement, intellectual property protection, and employment regulations. SMBs need to protect their trademarks, patents, and copyrights to prevent unauthorized use of their intellectual property. It's also essential to establish clear contracts that account for local legal standards and dispute resolution mechanisms. Understanding the legal environment of the target country ensures that businesses can operate smoothly and avoid legal complications. Each market comes with its legal landscape, so understanding business laws, contract enforcement, and intellectual property rights is essential. And navigating international trade involves not just the logistics and strategy of entering foreign markets, but also a solid understanding of the legal considerations that can significantly impact your operations. So I'm going to talk briefly about the local business laws, intellectual property protection, and contract enforcement. So local business laws. Each country has its own legal framework governing business practices, including regulations on company formation, taxation, labor laws, and environmental compliance. It's essential to familiarize yourself with these laws to ensure compliance and avoid legal pitfalls. For example, some countries may have restrictions on foreign ownership or specific requirements for business registration. Consulting with local legal experts can help you navigate these complexities and adapt your business practices accordingly. Then there's intellectual property protection. Protecting your IP is crucial, especially when entering new markets. So this includes trademarks, patents, copyrights, and trade secrets. Different countries have varying levels of IP protection, and enforcement can be challenging. So it's essential to register your IP in the countries where you plan to operate and be aware of local laws regarding infringement. Taking proactive measures such as conducting IP audits and using non-disclosure agreements or NDAs with local partners can safeguard your innovations and brand reputation. And then there's contract enforcement. Contracts are the backbone of any international trade agreement, and understanding how contracts are enforced in foreign jurisdictions is vital. This includes knowing the local legal systems, dispute resolution mechanisms, and any cultural nuances that may affect contract interpretation. For instance, some countries prioritize arbitration over litigation for resolving disputes. It's advisable to draft contracts in a way that clearly outlines the terms, responsibilities, and legal recourse available to both parties. Working with a legal professional who understands international law can help ensure your contracts are enforceable and protective of your interests. So, in summary, understanding local business laws, ensuring robust intellectual property protection, and navigating the intricacies of contract enforcement are fundamental components of a successful international trade strategy. By proactively addressing these legal considerations, you can minimize risks and position your business for growth in global markets. Cultural sensitivity is crucial when doing business internationally. SMBs must understand the cultural norms, behaviors, and business etiquettes of the markets they enter. Language barriers can create misunderstandings, so it's often necessary to employ translators or bilingual staff. Building trust with local partners requires respect for cultural differences, which can significantly improve negotiations and strengthen relationships. A deep appreciation for cultural nuances can help businesses avoid miscommunication and build successful long-term partnerships. Misunderstandings can damage business relationships. And as small to mid-sized businesses look to expand internationally, understanding and navigating these cultural and communication barriers is essential for your success. So we're going to take a look at cultural sensitivity, language barriers, and how to build trust with your local partners. So let's talk about cultural sensitivity. Each country has its unique customs, traditions, and social norms that influence business interactions. For instance, concepts of time, hierarchy, and negotiation styles can vary greatly. Acknowledging and respecting these cultural differences is crucial. Failing to do so may lead to misunderstandings or offense, which can jeopardize potential business relationships. So take the time to research and learn about the cultural practices of the countries you wish to enter, and consider attending workshops or training programs focused on cultural awareness. Then we have language barriers. Language is not just a means of communication. It shapes the way people think and perceive the world. Misinterpretations can easily arise when conducting business in a language that is not your native tongue. This can impact everything from marketing materials to contracts. To overcome this barrier, consider hiring local translators or bilingual team members who can help facilitate communication. Additionally, using clear and straightforward language can minimize misunderstandings, and it's also helpful to be patient and open-minded when discussing concepts or ideas that may not translate directly. And then let's talk about the importance of building trust with local partners. Trust is a fundamental element in business relationships, and it often takes time to establish. In some cultures, building personal relationships is just as important as negotiating business terms. Engage in informal conversations, show genuine interest in your partner's culture, and invest time in relationship building activities. This might include participating in local customs, attending community events, or even having social gatherings. By demonstrating respect and commitment, you lay the groundwork for a strong and lasting partnership. So, in conclusion, addressing cultural sensitivity, overcoming language barriers, and fostering trust are critical components for navigating international trade successfully. And by being aware of these factors, SMBs can create positive relationships in foreign markets, leading to greater opportunities for growth and collaboration. Technology has revolutionized international trade by enabling e-commerce platforms and global marketplaces. SMBs can now reach customers across borders through online sales channels, reducing traditional barriers to entry. Digital tools such as Enterprise Resource Planning, or ERP, and Customer Relationship Management, or CRM software help streamline supply chain management and improve customer service. However, international trade also poses cybersecurity risks, making it essential to implement robust data protection and cybersecurity measures to safeguard sensitive business information. Technology can simplify international trade, from digital platforms to managing supply chains to tools that streamline payment processes. SMBs can leverage tech to stay competitive. E-commerce and international sales have revolutionized how businesses conduct trade across borders. With platforms like Shopify, Amazon, and Alibaba, SMBs can easily access global markets. These platforms allow businesses to showcase their products to international customers, facilitating sales that were once restricted by geographical borders. Furthermore, e-commerce enables flexible payment options and streamlined logistics, making it easier for businesses to handle transactions in different currencies and navigate shipping processes. In today's interconnected world, technology plays a vital role in optimizing supply chains. So think about using tools like I mentioned as ERP and cloud-based logistics platforms that allow you to track inventory, manage your suppliers, and forecast demand in real time. These tools are helpful in enhancing your visibility and efficiency, enabling you to respond quickly to market changes and your customers' needs. And by leveraging technology, you can minimize costs, reduce lead times, and improve overall service delivery. And another topic of concern and attention must be your efforts when it comes to cybersecurity. And as you expand internationally, you face heightened risks when it comes to data breaches and cyber threats. So protecting your sensitive customer information and maintaining trust is crucial for sustaining international relationships. So invest in robust cybersecurity measures. Think about investing in secure payment gateways, encryption, and regular security audits. And training your employees on best practices for data protection is also essential in helping reduce risks associated with cyber attacks. So, embracing technology critically important for SMBs who are looking to thrive in an international market in global trade. And from leveraging e-commerce for global sales to optimizing supply chains with digital tools and ensuring robust cybersecurity, technology provides a foundation for successful international operations. And by integrating these technological advancements, businesses can enhance their competitiveness and navigate foreign markets with confidence. Financing is a crucial consideration for SMBs looking to expand internationally. Various trade financing options, such as export loans and letters of credit, provide businesses with the liquidity needed to grow. Government grants and incentives, often provided by export promotion agencies, can help offset the initial costs of market entry. By leveraging these financial resources, SMBs can reduce risk and secure the capital needed for expanding into new markets. It's crucial to understand that financing is a key factor here, and expanding into these new markets requires significant investment, and there are several funding options that are available, specifically designed to support small and mid-sized businesses. Number one is trade financing options. These are specialized financial products designed to assist businesses in managing the complexities of international trade. They can help mitigate risk, maintain cash flow, and ensure that your transactions are funded effectively. So you could use trade credit, which allows you to receive goods from suppliers before paying for them, thus freeing up your working capital for other purposes. Then there are export loans. These are loans provided to businesses specifically for the purpose of facilitating export activities. They can cover costs related to production, shipping, and even marketing in foreign markets. Export loans can be obtained from traditional banks, credit unions, or specialized institutions that focus on international trade financing. And it's essential to prepare a robust business plan when applying for these loans, demonstrating how the funds will help you penetrate and succeed in foreign markets. And then let's not overlook government grants and incentives. Many governments recognize the importance of global trade for economic growth and provide various programs to support SMBs. These can include grants that do not require repayment and are often aimed at helping businesses develop export capabilities. Additionally, there are tax incentives that can significantly reduce your costs when entering international markets. For example, some countries offer tax breaks for businesses that create jobs as a result of their expansion into new markets. So in summary, funding your global expansion involves exploring various avenues. Whether it's utilizing trade financing options, securing export loans, or taking advantage of government grants and incentives, there are multiple resources available to help you succeed in the international arena. The key is to evaluate which options align best with your business goals and to approach them strategically. And as we continue, remember that solid financial planning will lay the foundation for your international growth and your success. Let's take a look at a case study of a small business that successfully expanded into the BRICS marketplace. This example highlights the strategies they use to overcome certain challenges. The company, Echo Brew, specializes in organic coffee production based in the United States. Recognizing the growing demand for organic products in the BRICS countries, Echo Brew embarked on an ambitious plan to enter these markets. Their expansion began with a thorough analysis of the BRICS markets, focusing particularly on Brazil and India, where organic coffee consumption was on the rise. They successfully launched their products through strategic partnerships with local distributors, which allowed them to leverage existing supply chains and tap into local consumer insights. So here are some of the key strategies that they applied. They applied, number one, market research and local partnerships. EcoBrew conducted extensive market research using tools like their SWOT analysis and consumer demand trends to understand local preferences. They collaborated with local partners who had established market knowledge, which proved invaluable. Number two, they adapted their product. They adapted their product offerings to meet local tastes, introducing unique blends that appeal to the Brazilian and Indian palates while maintaining their brand's commitment to organic and sustainable practices. Number three, e-commerce and digital marketing. Leveraging e-commerce platforms tailored to each country, EcoBrew utilized targeted digital marketing campaigns that resonated with local audiences, effectively building brand awareness. And number four, cultural sensitivity and communication. The team prioritized cultural sensitivity by engaging with local customs and employing multilingual marketing materials. This helped build trust and rapport with customers. So what were the lessons that were learned here? EcoBrew learned that understanding the local market is crucial, and their local partners provided insights that guided product adaptation and marketing strategies. The second lesson learned was the ability to pivot and adjust their approach based on market feedback was essential, because their willingness to adapt helped them navigate challenges and seize new opportunities. They also learned that long-term relationships matter. I'm going to say that again. Long-term relationships matter. Building strong, lasting relationships with local partners not only facilitated smoother operations, but also created a supportive network for future expansions. And they also learned how to leverage technology. E-commerce and digital marketing proved to be powerful tools for reaching a broader audience, showcasing the importance of integrating technology into international trade strategies. So EcoBrew's successful entry into the BRICS markets demonstrates the effectiveness of thorough market research, local partnerships, and cultural sensitivity. And by applying these key strategies, SMBs can navigate the complexities of international trade and confidently expand their global footprint. So this case study serves as a valuable blueprint for other small businesses looking to tap into the growing opportunities within the BRICS countries. Global expansion presents unique challenges, including regulatory barriers, payment delays, and political instability. Navigating complex regulations requires thorough research and, in some cases, expert legal or consultancy support. Payment issues can arise due to differences in banking systems or financial regulations, so secure payment methods like escrow or letters of credit are recommended. Political instability in certain markets may also increase risks, and businesses need to have contingency plans in place to mitigate such risks. International trade is not without its challenges, so let's take a look at how you can navigate some of them. Number one, regulatory barriers. One of the most significant hurdles SMBs encounter is regulatory barriers. These include tariffs, quotas, complex customs procedures that differ from country to country. So in order to overcome these challenges, businesses should conduct comprehensive research. So understand the specific regulations that apply to your products in the target markets that you're focusing on. Resources such as the World Trade Organization and local trade offices can provide valuable information. Engage local experts. So partnering with local consultants or legal advisors can help navigate the regulatory landscape and ensure compliance with all necessary laws. This is especially critical in BRICS markets where regulations may be constantly evolving. And stay informed. Regulations can change rapidly. Maintaining a flexible approach and being updated with the latest information will help businesses adapt promptly. Then there are payment issues. And payment issues often arise due to currency fluctuations, unfamiliar payment systems, and the risk of fraud. To address these concerns, SMBs should consider understanding your payment options and familiarize yourself with different payment methods popular in your target market, whether they are bank transfers, online payment platforms, or letters of credit. Implementing secure payment solutions. So make sure you use secure payment systems that offer fraud protection and ensure smooth transactions. Establishing relationships with reliable local banks can also help streamline the payment process. Managing currency risk. So developing strategies to mitigate currency risks, such as hedging techniques, can protect your profits from volatile exchange rates and provide greater financial predictability. And political instability. Political instability can pose serious risks for SMBs entering foreign markets. Changes in government, social unrest, and policy shifts can impact business operations. To navigate these uncertainties, consider the following strategies. Conduct political risk assessments. So before entering a market, evaluate the political landscape, including the stability of the government and the likelihood of civil unrest. Tools like the Economist Intelligence Unit can provide valuable insights. Make sure you develop your contingency plan. So prepare for potential disruptions by creating contingency plans that outline steps to take in case of political instability. This may include identifying alternative suppliers, routes, or markets. Engage with local stakeholders. Building relationships with local stakeholders can provide insights into the political environment and help your business adapt to changes more effectively. So while there are significant challenges associated with international trade, you can overcome these obstacles through thorough research, strategic planning, contingency planning, and proactive engagement with local markets. By understanding addressing regulatory barriers, payment issues, and political instability, businesses can confidently navigate the complexities of foreign markets and unlock new growth opportunities. So in conclusion, the path to successful international trade for SMBs lies in strategic planning, contingency planning, understanding the market, and managing risks. Using the tools and insights from today's session to navigate foreign markets with confidence, you can do this. So as we wrap up this presentation on international trade for SMBs, navigating foreign markets with confidence, let's summarize the key takeaways from each discussion topic that we've covered. Number one, understanding international trade. So we explored the fundamental differences between exporting and importing and how global supply chains operate. And understanding these concepts is crucial for identifying your role in international markets and leveraging trade opportunities effectively. Number two, the BRICS opportunity. The BRICS countries present significant growth potential due to their rapidly growing economies and increasing demand for diverse goods and services. Engaging with these markets can lead to new revenue streams and enhanced competitiveness. Number three, identifying market opportunities. We discussed the importance of utilizing market research tools such as your SWOT analysis, Porter's 5 forces to identify viable market opportunities, and understanding customer and consumer demand trends and finding local partners are essential steps in this process. Number four, the regulatory framework. Navigating the regulatory landscape is crucial for successful market entry. Understanding tariffs, duties, and local regulations will ensure compliance and smooth operations in foreign markets. Number five, building an international strategy. Creating a tailored international strategy involves product adaptation, developing pricing strategies, and marketing effectively within the local cultural context. This approach can significantly increase your chances of success in new markets. Then you have to manage currency risks. Currency fluctuations can impact your profitability, and implementing risk management strategies, understanding exchange rates, utilizing hedging techniques will help mitigate these financial uncertainties. And then logistics and supply chain. Effective logistics and supply chain management are vital for international trade success. So understanding your shipping costs, transportation options, and effective inventory management will streamline operations and enhance customer satisfaction. And don't forget the legal considerations. So understanding local business laws, ensuring intellectual property protection, enforcing contracts are key legal considerations that can safeguard your business interests in foreign markets. Cultural and communication barriers, cultural sensitivity and effective communication are crucial for building trust with your local partners. Navigating language barriers and understanding cultural nuances will facilitate smoother business interactions. And the role of technology in trade, technology plays a significant role in enhancing e-commerce and international sales, improving supply chain management, and addressing cybersecurity challenges. Leveraging digital tools can increase efficiency and competitiveness in global markets. And then funding your global expansion. So we talked about various funding options, including trade financing, expert loans, and government grants. And understanding these resources can help SMBs secure the necessary capital for their global expansion efforts. And then finally, we address the common challenges SMBs face, including regulatory barriers, payment issues, and political instability. By being proactive and well prepared, businesses can effectively navigate these obstacles. In summary, expanding into international markets offers exciting opportunities for SMBs. By equipping yourself with knowledge, strategies, and a willingness to adapt, you can confidently navigate the complexities of global trade and unlock your business's full potential. Thank you for participating in this presentation. I look forward to seeing your business thrive in the international arena. I appreciate you being with me today, and I hope this sparks more discussions in the future. International expansion is a big topic, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts and continuing the conversation. I'm Deb Dietz with SMB Digital Education. Until we meet again.